All right, we're back. Welcome. Welcome to the intro to ENOC Portal. Intro to ENOC Portal. We're going to be talking about accessing and navigating the ENOC Portal. Let's get into it. Still an intro to Operations Media. You know what time it is. Jump. All right. So, let's get started. We're going to go to our XJA Ops tools. Double click. Let's come over here to our Google Doc named CSR Directory. Here we'll find how to get to our ENOC portal. Right here. Alright. So you'll have your individual login credentials emailed to you, and you'll use that to log in. Boom. Here's your username. Here's my username and my password. I have it saved. I suggest you consider doing the same thing. So you won't have to type in each time. It's personal preference. Let's log in. We are now logged in to the ENOC portal using our credentials that were emailed to us, our personal individual credentials that no one else has, provided by ENOC themselves. Alright. Once we logged into the portal, we're going to go into operations. We're in. Now from here, from this operations menu, coming from the main menu, going into the operations menu, we'll primarily be working inside of these sections here: billing, dispatch grid, and periodically manage drivers. Okay. That's where we'll spend most of our time inside of operations: billing and dispatch grid. Every once in a while, the managed drivers. So let's look into that first. Now this is where we can search a particular driver's name or tractor ID, and we can look up how to get into his e-rigs. That's generally the only reason why you're going to use this, is to open up their e-rigs. Okay, so let's pick a driver, say James. It's going to pull up any guys by the name of James that we have. So if we want to look into his e-rigs, see what he sees, troubleshoot something for him, or screenshot something for a new driver to say this is where you want to look at, going directly into their e-rigs app. Now of course you have to have the app on your phone. You have to go to your Play Store and download the e-rigs app. Once you do that, you can put the username, password in, and it will pull up this driver's, or whichever driver you search, it'll pull up that driver's e-rigs, allowing you to see exactly what he sees or she sees. Alright. Just by searching their name, username, password. Alright. And it will have all of our drivers in your past and present. Let's go back to operations. Let's go to the dispatch grid. Our operations console, aka dispatch grid, aka portal. You'll kind of hear it called by those things between each other as we talk and as we make references to where things are, things should be, or, you know. So, notice in the dispatch grid, aka operations console, that you can search for an order using the pro number, reference number, or container number. Okay. We'll go over this a little bit more in detail, but you can search using the pro number, reference number, or container number. You can also search down here at the bottom using a few other criteria. Appointment date, order creation date, here. Appointment date, order creation date. I would disregard all of these. You're not going to use any of these. Not for XJ. We don't typically use these at all. Okay. You would possibly want to use every once in a while to search something, drill it down to exactly what you're looking for based on appointment date or order creation date. Or not even outgate date. Basically these two. And of course you can use the appointment date for today, order date or order creation date for today or tomorrow or yesterday, or the range. Okay. So let's just give it a real quick try. These are your search options. So let's say we want to look at the appointment days or appointments for today. We would apply the search. There are no appointments for today. Let's try for tomorrow. You know what? Let's try this. Let's refresh it. Apply search. Yeah, no appointments for today. Let's try tomorrow. No appointments for tomorrow. Let's try a date range. What's today's date? September 12th. So let's say that's September 12th through the 16th. Say we want to look for all the appointments between 9/12 Monday, 9/16 Friday of this week. There are no appointments. Let's try the week before. We're about to go out of business, y'all. No appointments. Let's see. Let's try this again. Okay. Clearly something's going on here. Let's try this again. Let's see what orders we created. Well, it looks like something's going on with the system. How about today? See if we created any orders today. Order creation is us taking an order from a customer and putting it here in the system, which we'll cover in a second. So let's see if we've created any orders today. September 12th. Apply the search. Now I know that something's wrong. We've absolutely put a couple orders in today. Good thing is we don't use this much, but it is an option here. And the system will act up sometimes. So it's good to see it now during training. Alright. We won't waste more time on that. Maybe it'll work in a couple minutes, couple hours, tomorrow, we'll see. But let's check a pro number out. Let's say, let's just pick one of these. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Okay. Alright. Something's going on with the system. No worries. Just to make sure, real quick, we're going to go to our drive, back to the XJ terminal, look in our dispatch folder, pop open our board. Another place we spend a lot of time. So that live board here, looking at the real thing. We're going to pick a pro number out. We're going to copy this pro number 102042, go back to our operations and dispatch grid, paste that right there, hit enter, and voila. I say voila. Some voila bull. Let's see, we made it work. We have a pro number pulled up by searching the pro number here. If we were looking for this particular pro for whatever reason, we could search it using that. Let's see what reference numbers we have on the board. Reference 4, any reference number actually, but we're gonna go with this. And we'll break that down a little bit more maybe. You have to make sure to delete that pro number out of there. If you want to search by the reference number, you will not be able to search for multiple fields at the same time. So this reference number pulls up 1, 2, 3, 4 orders associated with that reference number. Reference 4. Let's click inside of the pro real quick. Let's find reference 2 now. Notice you have reference 1, reference 2, reference 3, reference 4. That's the one we originally searched for. Let's X out of billing, go back to the dispatch grid, aka operations console, and let's search this other reference number. Voila. Here it is again, pulled up all 4 orders. Again, the way we have our grid customized, everything you see here is customized. These categories are all customized. We chose to have it show like this. But regardless of what we're showing here, which reference numbers in particular are showing, this reference that we just searched is associated with these 4 orders, regardless of them being displayed here on the dispatch grid, aka operations console. So even when we were searching this reference number is still pulled it up. That's the point. So we've searched using a pro number, we've searched using the reference number, 2 reference numbers, displayed and non-displayed. And let's search using a container number, any container number. Let's pull it up. Going back to our dispatch board, XJ load board and schedule. Coming back over here to the grid, aka dispatch grid, aka operations portal. We're going to search this container number. Remember that container number being 4 letters and 7 numbers, and it pulled up exactly what we were looking for. Okay, we won't go into the details here, just looking at our search options for our operations console. We're going to keep it simple right now. Something you'll learn. It's called part practice. Part practice. Level up. Alright, so looking at this, We have seen our operations console, aka dispatch grid, a couple different ways to search. You're gonna look at this range one more time. Through today, see what orders have been created, see if it'll work. Nope. Something's going on with the system. That's completely fine. These are all our drivers, current drivers that are assigned to this terminal, this XJA way terminal. These are our drivers. We'll talk a little bit more about this as we go and how to use this. Don't want to give you too much information at one time. So we just did a couple searches. Tell you what, let's say we wanted to dispatch this container. Let's go to, I'm not going to show you guys that right now. We're going to stick with the plan. So this is an intro, so we're going to keep it intro. Okay. That was our dispatch grid. Remember, going back to the main menu, we logged in, went to operations, where we'll spend most of our time billing, dispatch, and manage drivers. Mostly billing and dispatch. Out of those two, mostly dispatch grid. The dispatch grid gives us a couple options to search. In here, these are our drivers. Okay. Now we're going to go to the other section, billing. Billing, this is where it all starts as far as the portal. Again, this is the intro to the ENOC portal. So once you come in here, the operation starts with this. The customer will give us an order via email. They'll send us a paper order, something that's in a PDF format. Every once in a while, it may be in a Microsoft Word format. Either way, it's a paper form. We then take that information from that paper form sent through email, and we start translating that information, or transferring that information, I should say, into these categories here. Okay. Very simple stuff. Just copying and pasting information from the paper form given by the customer to this digital form right here. And excuse me, from here we'll take this information and put it on our board. Right here. Pending. It's the stuff that's in the board or in the portal on the billing side. Customer gives us an order. We transfer all that information into here. And then we take it from here and put it in here. And I'll show you about that process in another video. Right now, just navigating, showing you where everything is. Okay. Alright. So we looked at the dispatch grid, aka operations console. Looking at the order entry form for billing. This is mostly where you'll be spending most of your time, right here. From this half of the page on up. All this blue stuff. Right? Order entry, we'll put the information here. Maybe some information here. And you'll spend a lot of time here in driver notes. This is where you're communicating with your drivers, right here. This will pop up in their e-rigs. As it says here, will be displayed in e-rigs. This information will not be shown in e-rigs. Okay. This is where you do all your work. The terminal manager or accounting manager will deal with this section. CSR dispatch will deal with everything from here on down to the driver notes. Book load, that's your save button. Book load is AKA save all changes. You make an update, you want to change those, you want to save those changes, you want to click book load, or else it will not save. This is your save as, or your save all changes. This is your control S. Book load, book load. Okay. Manage drivers. Back to main menu. Operations. Billing and dispatch. All right. That'll be it, ladies and gentlemen.